Very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Here I am, Shatrughan, along with my channel, Spirituality with Shatrughan Know the Unknown. And we will definitely going to continue with Shiv Puran 1.0. There are three different books that we have written by Devabrat, okay, a Bengali author, right? I'm reading it these days. Almost 80% of the book is completed, which is part one. And the endeavor and the idea is to share the knowledge, the learning as much as I can, along with everybody, who likes to know about Hinduism, who are worshippers and believers of Lord Shiva, right? So that's why I've started this particular series. So today we would like to know that why Sati sacrificed herself. Okay, what exactly happened that she had to leave her body, okay, into ashes? What made her take that decision, knowing that she is a primordial of Shakti, none other than Bhavani, all right, the second half of Lord Shiva, Parampita, Paramatma, Parameshwar. But still, I mean, what exactly happened that she had to take that extreme step? So I'll tell you, okay, we all know that Sati, also known as Dakshini, was daughter of Lord Daksh. Lord Daksh was son of Brahma, and we all know there is a tiff between Brahma and Shiva, and that is exactly the reason Daksh never used to like Shiva. He was against the marriage of Bhavani, Sati, Lord, goddess Durga with Shiva. However, it happened. Now, so I'll tell you what exactly the tale goes that Daksha performed a huge sacrifice. Sacrifice also known as yagna. Okay, the yagna that we Hindus do whenever there is something auspicious, whether it is birth of a new child, okay, whether it is auspicious ceremony, marriage, or grah pravesh, etc. So the yagna is performed to please the deities, the gods, divinities, and we ensure that we take their blessings whenever there is something new, okay, something auspicious that is happening in our lives. So Daksh wanted to please all the gods and goddesses, and that's where he organized this huge sacrifice, also known as yagna, and he invited everybody on this planet, Devi Devtas, gods, goddesses, everybody, okay, except Lord Shiva. Now we know nothing is auspicious when Lord is not there. Okay, because Lord itself is above the auspiciousness. And by not inviting Lord Shiva, he performed a major evil. Okay, he was fully aware that Lord Shiva is the one and only, also known as Shippy. Okay, the father of the universe, uh, the originator, okay, the one who controls everything, governs everything, and whatever we do, whether it is this life, the air that we are breathing, the atmosphere, the planet, even a speck of sand, everything, okay, revolves around the great Lord Shiva. And still, he dared not invite him or his own daughter. However, daughters, ladies, okay, females, okay, being soft loving, towards their families, towards the father. When Sati got to know that father is performing a yagna, she insisted. She went to Lord Shiva and she insisted that they should also go. They should also participate and bear the fruits of yajna. Upon hearing this, Lord Shiva, knower of everything, doer of everything, politely asked Sati not to go there. We all know that there is a reason behind everything that happens. Okay, whether we believe it or not, whether we accept it or not, but then everything happens for a reason, good, bad, ugly. Okay, and everything is written, ladies and gentlemen. Whatever is happening in our lives, it is pre-written, right? The only thing that we can change is our karma, okay, our thoughts, our actions, and then eventually things will fall into place. So Shiva asked Sati not to visit that place, okay, because when you're not welcome, okay, suppose there is a ceremony, there is a marriage, there is any auspicious happening, okay, which and you're not invited, it is wise not to go there. It is said that if you go to any place where you are uninvited, you may not get honor. People would not look up to you, right? So Sati, being the daughter, being the loving of being the being of loving nature, still wanted to go. Now husband, Lord Shiva, knowing everything, knowing the future, said, okay, my dear lady, if you want to go, you can, right? Make sure, take the great bull, the Nandi, along, and along with that, take away all my, the senas, okay, the army of bhoots, pishach, etc., right? Take them along, okay? They will help you, they will protect you, they will support you, okay? And the army, also known as Ganas, okay? That's what they are known as, okay? So Sati agreed, okay? She was really very happy that she's gonna go ahead, meet the father, the mother, sisters, friends, okay? And was really very happy. So along with thousands of Ganas and the army of Lord Shiva, the greatest of the greatest, she marched ahead and reached at the gate of her own palace, okay, Daksha's palace. Daksha, okay, was performing yagna, sacrificing, and she went there. She saw each and every deity, okay, seated on, beautiful thrones of diamonds, golds, right? And the moment she entered that particular place, okay, she realized that every single entity, divinity, okay, is present there, invited by the Father Daksh. However, the Parameshwar, the Lord Shiva, was missing. And we know, and we should know, that whatever we do, okay, if we don't remember God, if we don't put God in first place, the end result would be disastrous. And that is exactly what happened, right? The moment she saw that my father has not invited my husband or myself, she started fuming. She was so angry. She hurled abuses to Lord Daksha. She was really very hurt that the father okay, has not invited the doer of the doers, okay, the Parmeshwar, the one and only. And along with that, she saw Vishnu, Brahma, okay, every single deity, okay, that we could imagine seated there, and with all the fruits, beautiful clothes, jewels, and there it was the Parmeshwar itself missing. The irony, I mean, people don't understand, and so was Daksh. Daksh did not understand that he is performing, okay, the biggest mistake of his life, right? But he was haughty, right? He thought that he can get away with anything and everything, and by not inviting Lord Shiva, by insulting him, by not inviting and actually insulting him, he would go ahead and bear the fruits of the yagna, of the sacrifice. Poor man was mistaken. Sati, after venting out her anger, realized that the body that she has and the gotra that she has, the name that she has, belongs to the father, belongs to Daksh, who is a evildoer, who doesn't know what he is doing, right? So he, out of that anger, I'm sorry, she out of that anger decides to give away the body, and she tells the father that I am originated from you. I am Dakshini, your daughter. I have your blood, your flesh, your gotra, your name. And just because you've not invited my husband, the All Almighty, and myself, and I see the every entity is present, I have no right to be in this body. Daksh was listening to everything, however, he did not move. I mean, when somebody is performing, okay, a particular act, okay, out of haughtiness, out of greed, okay, then the good words, the peaceful words, the right words do not enter their mind, and that is exactly what happens. Daksha did not listen to what his daughter was saying. He did not pay a heed to what Sati was uttering. And there she was, she sat on the ground, she started performing meditation and activating the chakras. Alright, she made sure that she leave this planet Earth, ensures that the body which is made out of Daksha's flesh turns into ashes. Entire gods and goddesses were seated there, quite. They were looking at Sati. They were astonished, but they did not move. Look at the irony. Imagine the scene. They did not move. They did not stop her. And eventually, Sati breathed her last. Okay, her body turned into ashes. The Ganas, Shiva's army, after seeing this, got really, really infuriated. They took out their weapons and started killing everybody out there. There were some people who understood, okay, out of the thousands of deities present, some deities understood that whatever has happened is extremely unauspicious and it's going to create havoc, okay, because the moment Lord Shiva, also known as Lord Rudra, would come to know what has happened, then nobody can save the planet, the universe, everything will be destroyed, knowing that there were hundreds of deities who started slicing themselves. Okay, they killed themselves along with the Sati because they were wise. They knew that nothing's gonna be there now, okay, because of this unauspicious, disastrous act of Sati. What happened next? What did Lord Rudra do when he got to know that Sati has taken her life? I definitely will share it with you in my next episode. Would request you to remember God, remember Lord Shiva in each and every act of yours. Get up early in the morning, thank God, be good, be wise. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. We try to spread Hinduism and the greatest culture, okay, to one and all, to the upcoming generations. I need your help and support. Please forward it to as many people as you can and make sure and remember that God is one, right? With this, I'll take your leave, ladies and gentlemen. Be good, be healthy, be wise. God bless.